Behind the Markets.
Yeah, so it is going to be a great time to take advantage of that. There's a lot of stuff that Zambia's got that climate to grow quite a lot of things, and I think we can supply the Central Africa with a lot of these particular commodities.
The problem, I think, is that we just haven't built. You see, this is why I keep saying it is not about what natural resources you have that determine the wealth of your nation. It is about the productivity of your people. That's why Ray Dalio, and I'm going to keep citing these people. That's why his documentary makes sense. When he talks about the building of an empire, he talked about a leader. Notice he never talked about natural resources. Do you notice in that whole 44 minutes thing, he never talked about the natural resources of the nation? He kept on focusing on the productivity of the people. The people build systems. The people build companies. The people do things. The people innovate. They build ships. They build all sorts of things. But he never said anything about empires being built based on natural resources, because he understood that it has got nothing to do with natural resources specifically, more than it is the people's ability to innovate. This is why Zambian copper does not yield electrical products or copper-based products here. The copper-based products are made in China, Switzerland, all these other places, and it's not here. Okay, yet they're extracting the copper from Chile, Zambia, everywhere. Lithium batteries, lithium-ion batteries. Do you know where the most lithium reserves are going to be found in this world? They're found in Chile. Chile has I think it's 9.2 million tons of lithium reserves, and yet most of the lithium-ion batteries in the world are produced in China. So it's where the productivity is, not where the resources are, that determines the wealth of the nation. Now, Zambians, unfortunately, we haven't understood that. We keep on trying to leverage resources instead of trying to make the people more productive. And that is what I think even the president was trying to address. How do we create a more productive and higher working society? People who go and get a good day's work. That's why he talked about things. He talked about the hard work principle. He said, guys, this thing of people lining up for handouts, it has to stop now. We cannot live this life where lining up for handouts has become the norm. And I think he was addressing our young people, saying when he said gentlemen, he said, guys, we can't be living this life where all you're doing is waiting every 5 years for an honorable to come and start handing you money so that you can vote for them, and then hopefully they can hand you some more things as well. So as a society, what do we do to improve our productivity? Because that's going to be, that to me, is where we're going to have trouble now, obviously, as a nation. Mm-hmm. One, because we're unproductive. I'm just being honest, we're unproductive as people.
One thing that the president also said that was going to improve productivity was that if we, the people, start to consume local products, he already said that there is enough shelf space that's being taken by local products, and he said that if we, the people, start taking interest in just deliberately saying, look, you know what, let me buy this local, let me buy peanut local, let me buy rice local, let me buy flour local, and a number of other things that can be made locally. He said that those are going to give us a good picture in terms of where we're going to go, because then if there's more demand, there's more production that is going to come with that. I think that also plays a big role in taking a shift for our economy.
So, you know, one of the major reasons why developed nations don't have to put tariffs on their products, or they don't have to put tariffs on foreign products a lot, is because of national pride. When a country has national pride, the people have pride in products made by their country. Okay. Yeah. There's in the US they find there's a culture against imported beer. They kind of scoff at it, like, dude, you're drinking imported beer? Come on, man. You try to drink American. You know, there's that pride of drinking American. They used to have that with cars until people realized Toyotas were just that cheap. And they're like, yeah, forget about it. I'm buying my Toyota Japanese. But if you go to Japan, there's pride in the car from the country. So where there's national pride, there's pride in the brands. Okay, so that's one of the things we need to try and improve, the levels of national pride, so that we look at our brands as what we want, what we have a bias towards. You as a nation do not have to put tariffs if your people have got pride in themselves. When your country has to put tariffs or import bans, and I understand the president was saying onions, we can't be importing onions. You can't tell a foreign onion from a local onion. That's the problem, unless we start branding onions now. But the key is that when we start taking pride in local brands, in fact, pride in ourselves, and that's what I've also said before, is that our proclivity to foreign brands also stems from our the way we look at ourselves. We look down on ourselves, so we look down on anything produced in Zambia. I've heard people say things like, and I'm not joking to you, but I've heard Zambians say things like, nothing good can come of this country. I've heard Zambians say that. Okay, so what do you think they think when they go to a shop and they have to pick between a Zambian product and a South African product? Well, because they think nothing good can come of this country and they have an inferiority complex of themselves, they're going to pick a South African product because of that. So part of it is a psychological shift we have to have as people. And the more we take pride in our products, help improve them, help support them, be more biased towards them, one will produce more productivity, one will produce more jobs and more opportunities, and we're able to conceal more wealth in this nation.